you're watching Trams TV. I'm joined here with John Gladwin, Assistant Manager of Croydon, after today's game against SC Thamesmead in the Hospital Charity Cup. John, good to see you, mate. Our first interview on Trams TV together.
Good.
What do you think of today's interesting game?
It was interesting. It was a game where you could tell that people had a long day at work. Legs were heavy, heads weren't really in the right place. You know, it was cold, windy. A typical game where you don't really want to be there. If you're like, that's what it seemed like from both sides of the team. Obviously, they started a bit more on the positive side. They come straight at us, and I believe they give us everything they had the first 45. And we weathered the storm. Didn't play no pretty football. It was just literally pump it along. We were trying to find our feet, and we really couldn't first half. We was all over the gaff, and second half we come in regrouped, and just basically told everyone to calm down. It will come. You know, you've weathered it. When you weather it, like they had a penalty in the second half, and when it hit the bar, you sort of think, is this our time? You know, because they put the pressure on so much, and then I believe they tired, and we sort of grew into it. We had a bit more character about us, which is what we have. So when the going gets tough, the characters have to show, and they did today, and they got us through. Ed scored his first goal for the club and took us through to the quarter-final, so yeah, happy days.
Brilliant to get the last sort of minute win.
Oh mate, you know, games like that, when they're not, it's not a game of football really, it's scrappy, you're playing on scraps, you're hoping something happens, and at the same time you're hoping something doesn't happen to you. So then when it goes to the 90 minutes and you're preparing for penalties, then all of a sudden up steps Ed in front of goal. And as many people who remember last year, ended up in goal in the 93rd minute or something like that against Chatham and stuck it wide. That would have won us the game, but now he got in front of goal one-on-one and he put the ghost behind him because he put it in the back of the net and he was the hero today. So yeah, that's what football's about.
And a big goal to get, mate, as well. You know, into the quarterfinals now, the cup. So
it's massive. It's massive. It's not only massive for the team, but it's massive for Ed because it's a confidence booster. You know, and it builds in. It's massive for everyone around the club because, like I say, it's a cold, windy. Almost November, but the people that come and watch you, the people that spend their time, efforts coming to it, and it's a belief for everyone because the quarterfinals we're literally like 3 games away from a cup final. It's a day out. If we get there, it's massive for the club.
Definitely.
So yeah, a goal like that, it's massive because it gives everyone a boost. You know, whether you play good or not. So
definitely. I hate to bring up the officials, John, but it's sort of hard not to.
Well, mate, at one point I had to ask him, was he landing the plane? I was expecting the old Boeing 747 to come and land on the Croydon Arena because the amount of flag was going up and down. I didn't know what was happening, but you know, they're human beings at the end of the day. They're not going to get everything right, but sometimes you think, are you actually watching the same game that we're watching? Because it was crazy. You know, the fouls happened, the referee waved play on, he's seen nothing wrong with it. Ball's going in over the top now, Andy's through one-on-one on goal. And for some reason he decides to start flagging, but not for the offside, he's waving for the foul that happened previous.
Or for the Bowen.
Or for the Bowen, yeah, he obviously wanted something to land. He thought, you know, Conair was going to start landing. He thought, oh, well, what's his name? I forgot his name, but yeah. But no, listen, they're only human, so it is what it is, you know, but when you're on the wrong side of a result, that can play a factor. Exactly. But we was on the right side, so we can't. You just put it behind us.
That's all that matters.
Yeah. At the end of the day, like I say, the human, we shake their hands, thank them for their time today, and we move on.
And doing all right in the cups, John. Really, you know, into the quarter-final with this London Senior Cup, just been drawn against Brighton Ropes away. Yeah. Already beaten them this season, so fingers crossed. Sort of.
Well, you know, the thing is, the league's the bread and butter. The league's the bread and butter, but a cup run is always nice. Like we've been entered in X amount of cups this year, been knocked out of a few. Obviously, the FA Cups everywhere are the ones that you want to get far in, but it's almost impossible. But listen, a cup's a cup. At the end of the day, you win it and you raise that trophy. They're all the same. They all have the same feeling, all have the same goal, and that is at the end of the day, you go in it, knock out football, win it, raise the trophy, and everyone's happy. So that's our aim.
That's the plan.
That's the plan.
Promotion. Two cups, you never know.
Listen, the club needs it. The club needs it. You know, we're on the up. You know, the spirits are high. Everyone's buzzing. Let's give the club something that they deserve. You know, and a happy time, good times. and a bit of silverware in the cabinet.
Maybe a little trophy parade. I know we've had a little chat, mate.
Listen,
Trophy
who
parade
knows?
around
Listen,
Croydon would be nice, wouldn't it?
the trams are on the up. We could go around on the tram, mate. it don't matter. We'll parade it. Look, with the team we've got on the field, behind the scenes, the whole of Croydon Football Club. It's just not a football team. It's a family.
Yeah.
And we've got so many people that work endlessly behind the scenes, and everyone deserves something this year.
Definitely.
So we're going to work hard as management and as the team, and try and give them something back for all the hard work that gets put in. So yeah, we're going for it, mate.
Fingers crossed, Sean, and
Yeah.
keep up the good work, mate. And
Cheers.
onwards and upwards.
Lovely.
Cheers, mate. Thanks a lot.